Transfer of property real estate test questions. You're going to need to know these to pass your real estate exam. I'm Darren Sy. I'm a licensed real estate agent and licensed loan officer in California, and my channel is dedicated to real estate education. So here's to your success. Question number 1. Which of the following statements concerning a settlement or closing statement is true? A. The realtor's commission is a credit to the buyer's side of a closing statement. B. A closing statement is a simultaneous listing of debits and credits to the respective buyer and seller. C. There is a corresponding credit for a buyer and debit for a seller on all charges on closing. D. There is a corresponding debit for a seller and credit for a buyer for all charges on a closing statement. Correct answer here is B. A closing statement is a simultaneous listing of debits and credits to the respective buyer and seller. So you basically just need to know what a closing statement is and what it looks like, and you'll understand that a closing statement just presents a final detailed account of a real estate transaction. And it lists each party's debits and credits and the amounts each will receive or be required to pay at closing. So this is not like accounting where each debit has a corresponding credit. Question number 2. What is a summary of all useful documents discovered in a title search called? A. Settlement statement. B. Title report. C. Good faith estimate. D. Abstract of title. Correct answer here is D. Abstract of title. An abstract of title is a summary of useful documents discovered in a title search. And this is what they use as evidence in marketable title. So really important with the transfer of property, you understand what each of these definitions mean. Question number 3. A landowner is advised that a railroad company plans to cross their property with a railroad line. Oh, dang. I wouldn't want a railroad going through my house. If the landowner refuses, I would probably try to refuse too. The railroad company can proceed by the use of A. Eminent domain. B. Partition action. C. Accretion. D. Police action. I hope not police action. Dang. Correct answer here is A. Eminent domain. So the law does state that the right to eminent domain to public utility companies allows them to acquire private property for public use, such as constructing a railroad line, provided fair compensation is given. Eminent domain can be a touchy subject because what is considered a fair price for someone's property? I do understand that that land is being used for a public good for everyone, but there have been movies and historical cases around eminent domain being not that fair. Question number 4. When the size of beach property increases because of the permanent withdrawal of the sea, this is A. Progression. B. Regression. C. Reliction. Correct answer here is C. Reliction. Reliction just refers to a recession of water from the usual watermark or waterline, which causes an increase in the land. Land which was once covered is now uncovered. So first of all, congratulations if you own beachfront property and now you get more of it because of this. Question number 5. Which of the following is necessary for a valid grant deed? A. Acknowledgement. B. Legal description. C. Words of granting. D. Competent grantee. Correct answer here is C. Words of granting. So answer D, a competent grantee, kind of feels like it should make sense here. The reason why a grantee does not need to be competent is that they could be a minor, for example. But a grant deed must contain words of granting to be valid. So when you are studying, make sure you go through the definitions at the end of each chapter and understand those definitions very clearly. We're halfway through the questions, and I want to invite you because I know you're going to pass your exam and you're going to become a successful real estate agent. And so I'm going to invite you to get a weekly email from me where I share my experiences as a real estate agent. I share my wins, my losses, current marketing tactics that are working for me. If you'd like to hear from me every week, go ahead and sign up using the link below. So obviously I want to see you crush it as a real estate agent, but the first step is passing your exam. So let's get back to studying. Question number 6. What is the recorded notice of a pending litigation that may affect the title, clouding the title to prevent transfer? A. Attachment lien. B. Lis pendus. C. Mechanics lien. D, judgment lien. Correct answer here is B, lis pendens. So the recorded notice of the pending litigation is called lis pendens. It serves to notify potential buyers or interested parties of legal action that may affect the property's title. Question number 7. What instrument would be used when the government conveys title to a private individual? A, quitclaim deed. B, patent deed. C, reconveyance deed. D, gift deed. Correct answer here is B, patent deed. Here's the reason. Under homestead laws, when a landowner is given title by the government for making the land productive, they receive a patent deed. Question number 8. On a closing settlement statement, the buyer's mortgage is A, a credit to the buyer. B, a debit to the buyer. C, a credit to the seller. D, a debit to the seller. Correct answer here is A, a credit to the buyer. When it comes to the closing settlement statement, people often think of a mortgage as a debt, but on the closing statement, it's actually a credit to the buyer. This is because it reduces the amount of money the buyer needs to bring to the closing table. So I would recommend when you're studying, spend some time looking over a closing settlement statement and understand from a high level what the closing statement is and what things affect the buyer and the seller. Question number 9. The seizing of property by the sheriff to be held as a security for a legal action is known as A, writ of execution. B, writ of seizure. C, writ of attachment. D, writ of possession. Correct answer here is C, writ of attachment. So a writ of attachment is the process by which the court holds the real or personal property of a defendant as security for a possible judgment pending the outcome of a lawsuit. When you see a question like this, read the answers and think of the definition of each of those answers. And then think about what the question's asking and see if that fits the definition of the answer. Question number 10. What kind of title does the vendee have? A, naked title. B, equitable title. C, quiet title. D, bare legal title. Correct answer here is B, equitable title. So keep in mind, a vendee is someone that's entering into a land contract. When you see the word vendee, think land contract. And when they enter into a land contract, they do not get legal title until the terms of the land contract have been met. Before the terms of that contract have been met, they hold equitable title, which grants them the right to use and benefit from the property. A lot of the audience email me asking, where do I get these test questions? I get them from an online platform called Calibri. I personally use Calibri to pass my real estate exam and my loan officer license exam, and I stand by their products, right? I passed both my tests on the first try. Full disclosure, the link to Calibri is an affiliate link, so if you purchase anything from them, you are supporting the channel and increasing your chances of passing on the first try. Please drop a comment after you pass your exam. Me and the viewers love seeing other people win. Good luck with your studying. I'll see you on the next video.